Hey guys, and welcome to Vlogging 101 with Matt. Today's episode has one particular purpose: to review what is in this bag. What's in this bag? It's a DJI Mavic Drone. Yep, I was able to pull some strings and get one of the first Mavics off the line here in China. I got the Fly More package, which gave me 2 extra batteries, a car charger, a whole bunch of fun stuff. And I'm going to fly it around a new area here in Ningbo, China. Last time I flew my Phantom here, I crashed. You bastard! So this will be some sort of drone redemption for me. I was going to do an unboxing, but I was so excited to get it, I just kind of tore into it, charged the batteries. I did some inaugural flights with it just to kind of get my hands on how it works. So this isn't going to be like a first timer making mistakes. This is going to be my second or third time flying, and an opportunity for me to show you some of the things that I've realized already that are really awesome. This is it. This is the first awesome part of this drone. The propellers are on, the battery is in, and the controller is in here as well, and that's the way it is. I used to have to put it on my backpack. The propellers are all hanging out everywhere. Real bonus. So let me open it up. The camera flops around a little bit haphazardly, but during the flight it's very good. Fold out is super easy. Flip, 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 flip. It's like a spider. With the Phantom, I'm always forgetting my iPhone cable. There was a couple of times I wanted to fly, but I actually couldn't because I didn't have my iPhone cable. But in this case, the cable is actually embedded into the sidearm and actually hooks onto the phone directly. If you have an Android, you can actually swap the cable out and have it work for an Android. I have an iPhone 6, so I'm going to use my iPhone. Antennas flip out. The range on this drone is supposed to be 5 kilometers or something, so it's pretty incredible. Very nice, compact. One of the issues I've seen so far, and I might get used to it, but I don't know, the end with the electric port, when it plugs into the side, the main home button on the phone is half covered. I don't know, it's a little frustrating, to be honest. So when the phone is connected, it becomes one solid unit. The sides here are actually grippy, so it's really, really nice to grip. It's kind of like a Canon camera. You can see what I'm having trouble with though. You can see the button here. The phone is turned off and I want to look at the controller, but it's plugged in, so I have to actually unplug it, swipe it, put my code in, open the DJI app, and then plug it in again. If your phone does shut off during operation, it's a little bit hard to get it to boot back up again. Anyways, we're good to go now. Flying is super, super easy. So I'm flying it right now. I'm headed forward. Now it's got touch to focus, which is actually quite nice. But you have to remember to focus, because if you don't, you end up not getting the shot you want. This thing has accident avoidance. I'm gonna try and test that by running into me. So I'm gonna just jam the stick into forward, and I'll just have it run right into me. We'll see where it stops. It literally will not go any farther forward. That could have saved me a drone or two. Just give you a little background. I had a Phantom 2, I had a Phantom 3, professionals, and the agility with the DJI Mavic is exceptional. The maneuverability, great. The autofocus is great, but it's also kind of a negative in the fact that if you forget to auto tap, your view might have been obstructed and that shot might have been wasted if you hadn't really paid attention to how you were focusing. I'm not really a fan of how the phone plugs in, but I'm a huge fan of how the controller looks and feels and works. So I think that all of those negatives are small compared to the net positive of it being so small, so condensed, so agile, so fun. Overall, it's a great drone. Let's see if I can find another place to fly it. So I'm walking to the next place I want to fly the drone. And here's another benefit. My phone, which is attached to the controller and the drone, is in one hand. That's a huge benefit for people that are maybe traveling, they're using their drone on the go, they don't have time to really pack it up and move it to the next place. This is gonna save you huge as you try and utilize the quickness involved in setting up a shot and then shooting in another place. There's a building here that's been calling at me to do some droning. That building right there. Let's try and thread the needle. Sounds good. Okay, so let's do a little test. The phone is in, but it's off. Let's see how long it takes to actually open the drone up and have it flying. 1, 2, 3. Controller on. Drone wings open. Open. Double press the drone. Open up my phone. Ready to go. Switching to video. Initializing IMU. Ready to go. Oh boy, it's so beautiful. The agility, the size, the simplicity. It's really got it all. I feel bad for my poor Phantom. It's gonna have to take a back seat. For me, I don't really care so much about the waypoint functionality and some of the more detailed functions of the programming. For me, I like lightweight. I like quick to open, quick to close, quick to get it ready. If I see something I want to capture, I might not be there for long. So I need to get my shot and get out as quick as possible to continue my day. This drone has the Phantom on that in spades. It's got the forward-facing cameras. I don't think that you could forcibly run into anything in a forward motion. You could back into something. That would be a problem. And the fact that it folds down with the propellers, I really do not like the fact that I have to put the propellers on every time. I used to have to put the drone in my backpack with the propellers still on because I thought that that would save me the time it takes to put the propellers on. But you always chance the fact that you might bend them. But with this, sort of like a way a beetle tucks in its wings, Mavic Drone tucks in its wings as well. So there's no way that you could bend it. The camera, I say, feels quite flimsy, but that might just be the way it is. I think it's that way for a purpose. But on first impression, it feels kind of cheap. Puts out a little bit of heat, but the bottom is a heat sink, and it really dissipates the heat quite quick. It's already starting to cool down. I feel like I've flown it for a little bit more than I would normally push my Phantoms. Then the controller itself being so tight and small, it's less than a video game controller. I'm really excited about what I'm going to do with this. Now I'm going to put it in its little bag. No one will know that I have a drone. Part of the problems I had with the Phantom is as I would ride around, you would know that I had a drone. You know, this big helicopter hanging on my back. But carrying a little bag like this, or, I mean, you don't have to have this bag. As a matter of fact, I might find it easier just to toss this into a sock or something, throw it in your backpack along with all your other gear. Really, really a game changer. The great thing about this controller is that when it's on, you have this rubber here. It feels like the Phantom drone was plasticky. When you held it, it was plastic, but this thing is actually feels like I'm holding my Canon DSLR camera. It's very, very solid. I remember also it was a little bit difficult to go from waypoints to follow me feature and different things, and if you hit this button right here, you go directly to it. Now I told you that I'm not really interested in those features, I don't use them too much, but I did try the follow me feature by pressing this button and then selecting me as a point, and then I just started walking. It worked really, really well. Power, home button, record button, picture button, and then the function button right here. And then it's got two customizable buttons on the backside that you can program in the app itself. I can't say much more about it. I mean, check it out. It's fantastic. This has been Vlogging 101 with Matt. Check out all my episodes for little tidbits on vlogging or just recording in general. I've done 180 plus episodes and I've learned a lot, and I'm trying to share it with you guys. If you're interested in this vlog, you want to see more of me, which I hope so, then you should check out my vlog. It's about me and my life in China. Everything from having a baby to cycling around the world to climbing Mount Everest. So check it out. I'll leave some links below. And JaYoe.